guys, this is Julie. I'm going to do a quick video to show you, for people who are pretty new to the platform, also how to load a chart and put a Jats indicator on the chart. So in the NinjaTrader control panel, you can see you have some options at the top. If you select new and scroll down to hit chart, it's going to bring you a data series. This is the data that you're going to load for the number of days that you want in your instrument. So you can, select futures and select many of the instruments. We use the E-mini S&P 500 a lot. So I'm going to put this on none to not apply a template. You want to load 150 days. This is the days to load. And we'll start with a 5-minute time frame. The trading hours is use instrument settings. That's set to a NinjaTrader trading hour template, and that is the one that is set for the particular instrument. In the E-mini, it's ETH trading hour template from 1700 to 8:30 in the morning, and that works fine. So we'll put a 5-minute chart on for 150 days and hit OK. And that will bring us a chart that's just got candlesticks on it. I put a candlestick chart on. So if you right click your chart, you can go down and select indicators. Then open the Jats folder and come down to Jats PT3, Probability Targets version 3. You can set the distribution type. So we'll start with day 1 right here. We won't use fibs to start out. And if we just hit apply, you'll see that I get some lines on the chart for 1 day. And if I scrunch, if I hold the left mouse with my first finger and scroll down, you can scrunch the chart. So you can see that we're in the middle of that daily distribution. Now this is calculated on the open, and this is how I do our distributions. So from the open of the chart, you can trade to the 1, up or down, 2, and 3, and that gives you the daily range. To check to see what the daily range is in points, you can add the oscillator, and the Jats probability target oscillator can provide that information to you. So click Jats PT2 and then select 1 day value. This is a 14 period range. And we will get to see what the 1, 2, 3 is. So for 1 sigma, the volatility, 39.50, 2 sigma, 79 points, and 3 sigma, 110.25. So you can measure to see where you are on your point scale inside this daily distribution to see the high-low. So we've traded 41.25. So we're above the PT1, 39.50, just a little bit. Or maybe we're actually right there. We're probably just sitting right on it. Well, so you can see that we've reached 1 sigma of range from the high, and that would be a statistical level. So we've reached 1 sigma from the high. So I have a second indicator called the Jats high-low. We can add that to the chart. And you can see that this is calculating a 14 period range from 8:30 to 1600, which is the RTH session. And it's also calculating it from the session high to the session low. And you can see here that we have a statistical range. Remember, I showed you the point range, the 1, the 3950 points, and look, there's the 1. There's your daily 1. And so the dealer algos respond at this level and may take it back up here to this mean 6865 or even the upper 1. We are in positive gamma, meaning the algos buy the dip, and that was your dip. It dipped below the statistical level and they bought it. So that's how to use the indicator pretty much. You can change the calcs to run from the prior close to the current open, or change the period from a 14 period to a 1 period, or a 20 period or a 7 period, but most algos will stay with the 1 period and the 14 period. And here we go. You see we've got that inflection now. You've got the red candle, white candle inflection, showing that change of direction going back long. Right at my statistical level. And it's measured from the daily high-low, daily point range from the high-low, and I showed you that that was 3950 points, and that's where the market came in. So if you want to save this as a template, click your right click, go down to templates, hit save as, and I can name this Jats PT, Jats high-low. There you go. And then if you ever wanted to load a template, you can right click your chart, go to templates, load, and then find the template that we just saved right here, Jats PT, Jats high-low, and there it is. So now you've put a chart on your screen and you've saved the chart and you were able to close the chart and reopen it. So if we want to add those isomorphic volatility levels from the VIX, what I've done is I've taken the VIX volatility and I've put that range from the VIX onto the ES. I'm going to come down here and uncheck auto scale. Auto scale smushes the chart and puts it in the middle. And for my demonstration purposes, I don't want that smushed. Alright, uncheck that. So it'll be calculating, give it some time to populate. And then here we've got Now the VIX volatility isomorphic range on top of this, and you can see that we're below the isomorphic mean. That's giving us a downward bias, but we're in a positive gamma situation, so we're a little bit underwater, out of kilter with the dealer flow. Dealers got a little bit over their skis selling this off. So you might see a heavy lift trying to get that on the right side of that mean, get it back into the right position. But that's about it. You can put a monthly chart on your screen by adding a daily chart to the data series. So put a 1 day chart up. I've got a template in there for you for monthly. And there's our 6880 that coincided with the SPX, JHEQX. So there's some things going on in the market that are all colliding together. That 10 period, 100 period, 100 day, 10 day, and this monthly distribution all at this range between 68.60 and 68.80 that we've been trading in pretty much all day. The bottom of this is 68.30, as you can see here, for today. But you can right click your chart and then just load that onto a daily chart, whatever you save your distribution. And you can add the Jats PT indicator on the chart to select the time period. So if you want, 31 days for distribution and 1 month with or without tails, you can add that to your chart. So you can customize the way your distributions print by time frame. The key to this is to use the right data series. So you want to put data 3000 days on a daily bar. And you can see here I'm using a daily bar with monthly data. And then once you save these templates or use the different templates that I've provided, you just right click your chart and load it. So you don't want to put a monthly chart on a 5 minute bar. That's not going to work. You have to have a daily bar for the monthly and quarterly. You can have like a 60 minute or a 30 minute bar for the weekly, but a 5 minute bar or 15 minute bar or 1 minute bar for the daily. If you want to look for a 1 hour range, you can put a 1 minute chart up, and you see how the lines went away. It's because there's not enough data on a 1 minute bar to run a monthly chart. So I'm going to change the distribution to the 1 hour. So instead of day 31, I'm going to put it on minute 60. Excuse me. You can also get, oops, change this back. You can also get an hourly range. between your time period. So right now it's 11:57, so we'll do a time range between noon, 12, and 1. So you can do it from the open, or you could set it from the close um, for the prior period from 11 to 12. And that tells you, see how it opens in the middle? Each time period for the distribution that I give us, I put us at the mean. I put us in the middle. So it'll trade to the ones or the twos. And if, your bias is to go long, then you would be looking at each time it fell down to a 1 on your distribution. If you're going to go long, you buy low and you sell high. And especially in long gamma. If you know that you're in long gamma, those market maker algos, that's what they'll be doing if you want to get in front of their orders. Look to see if there's a bar that closes long above this level, like right here. See this inflection? It actually inflected here, but faked out and went down to the actual support level. And then you got the confirmation candle up and it took off. So it looks like 68.61 is back up there to be the target again. All right. So I hope this helps you. You can right click, save your template, 1 hour IB, whatever you want to name it, or 60-minute, my favorite distribution. Save it and then pull it up the next time you want to use it. And that helps you from just having to load the indicator back on the chart again. So all it is a matter of getting the data series right at least 150 days for like a 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute, 60 minute, and then a 3,000 days for daily bars. 500 days, 500 days for a weekly. If you're going to use a 30-minute bar for a weekly, I would put 500 days. All right, guys, I hope this helps. Hope you have a good weekend, and I appreciate you. Thank you. Talk to you later.